Hello everybody, welcome to Wake Forest Deacons football here on JT Plays, your home for everything sports and gaming on YouTube. Welcome to year 2 off season as we head into year number 3 with the Wake Forest Deacons. The Deacons finished 6-7 this year. They went 5-6 last year, so it is an improvement. We played the Music City Bowl against the LSU Tigers. We lost 29-6. But you can't always get what you want. And for the Deacons, all they wanted was just a bowl game. So that's what they got. Let's get into the offseason. We don't care about the coaching carousel. We are going to advance it to players leaving, all the seniors, maybe even some juniors on this team that are thinking about leaving and that will leave due to graduating, transfers, all that stuff. Promises we made that, well, we didn't keep, but it's the off season. Guys, if you enjoy any part, go ahead, like the video, share, and do whatever you feel is necessary. But as for us, we're going to sit back, relax, take year 2 in, and see who we play on year number 3. So, we're not going to look at coach changes. We will look at players leaving, and for leaving, this is a big one. Matt James and Merrill Noel. 2 seniors graduating. Matt James, the Megatron of our team. Merrill Noel, the best corner on this team out of Okeechobee, Florida. With Matt James, Rockingham, North Carolina. There are 2 biggies you see there. Merrill Noel will be 87 overall heading into the NFL draft if he declares. Matt James, 83. Some other guys, Zachary Allen, Reynolds, Kevin Johnson, our fullback Jordan Garside, just a lot of people. Orville Reynolds, a lot of wide receivers. Brandon Terry. So what we're going to need in scouting this year is definitely some wide receivers and a fullback, because not just one fullback left, but 2. Ben Emmer, our backup, he's graduating. He was also a senior, so it's going to be a lot of interesting things happening this year. It should make for a fun one. Let's go ahead and see if we have any transfer requests. Anyone deciding to come to Wake Forest after making a bowl game. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. No transfer request. Probably not going to get any. Now's the time we look at the draft results. Where did they go? Well, nobody went for Wake Forest. That's honestly a bit of a shocker, because we had a lot of guys graduating, but none of them declared. So, with that said, let's advance to signing day. Let's go ahead and see who's going to sign with us. All we get out of recruiting, we just take a look back on who we were going after and what position, but we're going to skip that. We'll go back to it at a later date, maybe before week 1 and year 3 kicks off. But guys, it was a fun year, even though we went 6-7 with a loss in the bowl game. We're Wake Forest. We made a bowl game. That's all that matters, really. Just improving year after year, and eventually getting to that number 1 seed in the ACC conference. So, it might happen, it might not. We'll have to find out. As this comes to recruiting, I want to thank you guys for all the support with every other series, especially this one. I believe this is the number 1 watched series on the channel. Can't thank you enough. Team news, we get 2 cornerbacks. Yes, they're low overall, but, you know, they're freshmen. They're coming out of high school, so also got 2 centers. Not really important, but we did get a couple prospects here and there to just sign with us. So now, advance to the next stage. This is where we go to the position changes. We are not going to do that. We're going to go to training results. This is going to be one of the quickest off seasons you guys will ever see on YouTube. Whether it be Madden, college football for the Xbox 360, MLB, just whatever. So now let's go ahead and take a look at training results. Let's see who we have. Tyler Cameron. He grew 4 overall, and he's now our number 1 player. Alexander Kindle and Aaron Willis are 2 and 3. Josh Harris 4. Kevin Souza are 5. Kevin Souza, he's a senior redshirt. He's probably not going to get any starting time because Tyler Cameron is a junior out of Altamont Springs. For Sousa, he's out of Titusville. So a couple of Florida boys battling it out. More likely will go to Tyler Cameron. Alexander Kino, our punter, he's a senior. He's from River Road, North Carolina. So Florida and North Carolina highlighting this. Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. Aaron Willis. We're not getting anyone different. Don't expect to. Wake Forest, North Carolina, you're going to get a lot of them. But Florida, that's our number 2 state so far. So now we're going to advance to cut players. We're going to decide if we want to cut anybody. Might not. We might just give them the benefit of the doubt. But let's go ahead and at least look. Let's see who we need, who we might need. And yeah, we have to cut 12 people. So guys, let's get started. Michael Radford, I'm sorry, you're done. We'll keep 3 quarterbacks, not cornerbacks. Our halfback spots, we don't need these guys. We really don't. We only need 3, so we'll free up some space. Fullbacks, we're fine there. Wide receivers, the yellow means that you have that many necessary, or there needs to be that many. Everything else is optional, so we're going to go ahead and free up some guys here. I don't believe our guys will get hurt this year. Jonathan Williams, Sherman Ragland, Tyree Harris, Aaron Willis. I don't believe they're going to get hurt. It's just good to have some backups. Tight ends, we'll keep 4 just because we can. Left tackles, this guy's a prospect. He's also not yellow. That's also why. That could be a reason. I think that is a reason. As we go down the line, we need to free up 6 more spots. Let's go ahead and free up Michael Hall from the team right guard. He's gone. Let's see if we can get anyone else. Left end, Jesse Baker's gone. 4 more guys. Let's free up our right ends. And this also helps too with recruiting who we can sign wherever we want. And when you sign those athletes, whether it be 3, 4, 5 star, it also helps them. They can fit at any position. We do not need those 6 D tackles. We'll cut 1 there, 5. Left outside linebackers, yeah, we don't need 5. We'll go 4. Middle linebackers, we will take a look. And yes, we will cut some. We definitely don't need 6. Let's go with 4 just because, you know, why not? Cornerback, we certainly do not need, what is that, 7 or 8? 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, that's 8. We don't need all those guys, so everybody coming in, I'm sorry, but you gotta play pretty good. You cannot cut this. Okay, so there we go. Can't cut him anymore. Safeties, we're good there. Kickers, we'll obviously go Chad Henlin and Alexander Kindle. And that's going to do it for the cut players portion. Remember, guys, if you're enjoying, be sure to leave a like. Custom conferences, we will advance into that, but we are not messing up with any conferences. If I follow the conference changes day to day, up to date, whatever, I would. But that's something you really do in the first year of a dynasty. You really don't want to do it 3rd year, even though you could. Nothing wrong with that. We would do it in the first year. So guys, we're coming to the end of the off season, and it's gonna be an interesting year. We'll take a look at our schedule. We'll take a look our big games, our rival games. We're 4-0 in rival games versus top 25. I believe we're 0-2. And we're obviously 0-1 as a bowl game player or bowl team. And what is this? Reset skill tree. Now have the ability. We're not going to do that. We want to keep everything in check. And so far in 2 years of Wake Forest, we are 11-14. So we're doing something right. But guys, we're going to advance to the next stage here. We're going to advance to preseason. We'll take a look at our schedule. We'll take a look at our team very, very quickly. And then we'll call it an episode. I want to thank you guys for watching once again. Your support has been amazing. And it can only get better from here. So if you're hyped for week number 1 of year number 3, come back in 1 week. That's when we are going to set off on week number 1 of year number 3 with the Wake Forest Deacons. And let's go ahead and take a look at our schedule. Year number 3, what do we have to offer? We have bye weeks. First 2 weeks, Vanderbilt, Indiana, that's a new one. NC State, week 3, first rivalry game. Then the Army Black Knights. Then, right now, they are number 13, Virginia Tech, Clemson, Duke, Maryland, Syracuse, FSU, number 20. Then we have a big game, number 2, Notre Dame. I believe they will stay in the top 10 by week 13, so that's going to be a big one at Notre Dame. That's going to be the biggest game of the year. FSU, I believe we can beat if we just show up. Virginia Tech, I think they have our number. And then Boston College. So let's go ahead. Let's guess our schedule. If you're seeing this right now, pause the video. Go in the comments. What do you think we're going to go? I'm going to predict, obviously, 0-0 in the first 2 weeks. Vanderbilt, I think that's a win. That's 1-0. Indiana, 1-1. NC State, 2-1. We've shown why we can play them. Army, 3-1. Virginia Tech, 3-2. Clemson, 3-3. Duke, 4-3. Maryland, if we can show up with Cameron in our run game, 5-3. But right now I'm going to say a loss, so 4-4. Syracuse, that's a win. 5-4. FSU, I honestly believe that's going to be a win. We've shown in the past we've lost by 1, and then we got demolished in year 2, but we certainly weren't the same team as year 1. I say, seriously, that's a win. So 6-4. Notre Dame, I'm going to say that's a loss. 6-5. And then Boston College, I'll say 7-5. So guys, I think we're going to go 7-5 this year. Going to meet our target win goals of 7 that are, I guess owner really wants us to go for. And I believe we're going to go 7-5. So we are going to say no. We didn't make any changes, and we're not going to. Now let's go through the team very, very quickly, and then we'll get on to week number 1. At quarterback, Tyler Cameron, Kevin Souza. Halfback, DeAndre Martin. He's a senior. He is going to be big in this offense this year. Desmond Wortham is our backup. Brandon Turner, our fullback. Wide receivers, Aaron Willis, Jonathan Williams, Sherman Ragland, Tyree Harris, Anthony Rook, who's our tight end. He'll play 5. And Brendan O'Neill, he will play our 6. Tight end, Rook, as said before. Left tackle, Dylan Inneman. Left guard, Josh Harris. Center, Cody Preble. Right guard, Reed Althoff. He's a new one this year coming in. Will Smith at right tackle. Left end, James Looney. Right end, Desmond Floyd. D tackle, Tyler Harris, and Josh Banks, along with Sheldon Lewison. Lance Virgil at left outside linebacker with Janvian. Brandon Chubb and Janvian at middle linebacker, and Ali Lamont, Ryan Janvian, that is, at right outside linebacker. Cornerbacks, Allen Ramsey, Brad Watson, Janvian at his normal position. James Ward and P.J. Brooks, free safety. Michael Stevenson, who, yes, did make an All-American. He had an exceptional back half of the year. Our strong safety, Josh M. Harris, that is. Kicker and punter, Chad Henlin, Alexander Keinel. And our kick returner for this year is going to be Desmond Wortham. Punt return, him as well. Kickoff specialist, we'll have Keinel out there, and long snapper is going to be Cody Preble. So, guys, it's going to be a great year. Stay tuned for week number 1. That's going to come out next week. We will see you there. Like, comment, share, subscribe, do whatever you feel is necessary. And if you're new to the channel, check out other videos before hitting that subscribe button. We don't only do sports games. We also do Minecraft, GTA, whatever we feel like doing. So, guys, come back next time for week 1, year 3. It's sure.